Welcome back, Giants fans. I just got back. I was at a movie with my family. Otherwise, this video would have been up much earlier. I got a notification on my phone as I was leaving the theater, and I said I'll wait till I get back. And I was as shocked as everybody else that the New York Giants have traded Odell Beckham. Now, anybody that watches my channel knows I am not the biggest Odell Beckham fan. I don't like the way he carries himself off the field. I don't think he's the best teammate in the world. But when he's between the sidelines and when he's on the field, he's as good as anybody at the wide receiver position. He's definitely top 3 in the league. He has that injury history. And he is a loudmouth. And he does go to the media a lot more than I'd like. But he's a great player. And I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that the Giants had taken a $16 million cap hit, I'm not sure what all the implications after that. I said in a prior video that it was more. I need to do more research. But this is off the cuff. For this year, they should have gotten more. They should have gotten more for Odell Beckham. They got a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a former first-round pick, Jabril Peppers, who's a talented safety, who will step in for the Giants on a rookie contract. So from a cap standpoint, this is good. Not for this year, but for the future. You will still have Peppers on a rookie contract where you're paying him not that much. He was a late first-round pick. You're going to get an additional first-round pick in this year's draft and a third-round pick. I'm trying to take positives from this trade. I know a lot of people are going nuts. This is Odell Beckham. You have every right to go nuts. Okay, this is the biggest superstar this team has had since Michael Strahan. I mean, he made me bigger than that. I mean, this guy is the most recognizable player in the league. So I recognize there's going to be a lot of people that are in love with Odell Beckham that are going to hate this trade. Some people may stop rooting for the Giants. I am a Giants fan. I am not an Odell Beckham fan, okay? And I want what is best for the team. I want the team to make something good out of this, and they certainly can, okay? Along with the draft picks, the cap space that will be created from this trade, Odell Beckham was going to eat $20 million up on the cap, and I've been saying this forever, at the wide receiver position. So to me, that is the positive from this trade. You can make good on that money. The money that will be coming off Eli's salary in a year, 23 from that, 15 from Janoris Jenkins, and 20 from Beckham. You are going to have $80 million next year. 80, 90, whatever it is, because they raise the cap every year. The Giants are going to have a ton of cap space next year. And they're going to have youth. They now have 2 first-round picks. They are going to be able to get a hog molly, probably with that 17th overall selection. They'll be able to take their future quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, with the 6th pick, if they decide to. Or they could bolster up the defense. In the 3rd round, they could get probably a corner or a safety with that pick. They're going to make use of these picks. Now, is that going to fill in for Odell Beckham? No! Odell Beckham is the best wide receiver on the planet. I realize that. But you do not win football games by building around the wide receiver. And people can tell me that great wide receivers have done good. Julio Jones has gone to a Super Bowl. But it is few and far between that a great wide receiver, once he hits max money, does well. Look at the records. Larry Fitzgerald, when he's got his contract, how did the Cardinals do? They went to a Super Bowl the year he got his contract. They never sniffed a Super Bowl after that. Since Odell Beckham got his money, we won 5 games last year. You cannot allocate more than 10% of your cap to a wide receiver, and I've been saying this forever. Now, would I have traded him this year? No, because we have to take that $16 million cap hit. But in the long run, do I think good can come from this if the Giants do the right thing? You're damn right I do. You're damn right I believe that. Because they can make use of this money and they can build the team the right way. You don't win football games, especially in the NFCs, by building around the wide receiver. You win football games by building around a pass rush, an offensive line, and a quarterback. That's how you win. Saquon Barkley's our horse now. And we have to ride him. And we got to give him every piece we can to win football games. We got to build around that offensive line and we got to get him a quarterback. Sterling Shepard, I'm sure, will be back. They may draft a wide receiver in the 1st round. Now, who knows? I am lost right now. This year shook up my old draft board. But am I quitting on my Giants? You're damn right I'm not. I'm absolutely not quitting on my Giants. I know good can come from this. I'm not saying it will. But I know they have a plan in place. And it makes sense now that they signed Beckham because they knew they weren't going to get anything if they didn't. They signed him for a year, and this may have been the plan all along. We don't know. They may have signed him to trade him, knowing that if they just let him go, they wouldn't have gotten anything. As I still firmly believe that. I've always said that you cannot win Super Bowls, or it is very hard to win Super Bowls when you pay a wide receiver more than 10% of your cap. You can make an argument that the wide receiver is the least important position on a football team, and Giants fans should realize that. And yes, he is great, and he will be missed. Okay, he certainly helped out Eli's stats. No, I will never deny that. Okay, and Eli's at the end of his career, and he needs to be replaced. But in the long run, the Giants can make good use of this trade. I stand by that. And some Giants fans might not want to hear that, but that's the truth. And that's the way I feel, and that's the way I will continue to feel. Am I happy that he's gone? No. I wouldn't have traded him this year. I would have waited a year if I was going to do it at all. But you know what? We got to pick our face up off the mat, and we got to move forward as a fan base. And we got to do what's best for this team now. We got to continue to build in the trenches. We got to get a pass rush. We got to fix the defense. And we got to move forward. That extra $20 million a year can go a long way to putting it towards things that really matter in winning football games. It may not be flashy. It may not sell jerseys. But you know what wins? The offensive line and the pass rush. That's how you win football games. And that extra $20 million is going to go a long way. So, today, this year, is it good for the Giants? No. It's horrible for the Giants. They had a shot maybe to win 8 or 9 games. They're not going to win that now. Not without Odell Beckham. Not with the defense they have. It's clearly obvious what the Giants are doing. They're tanking. They're going to try to get a top 2 or 3 pick in next year's draft and get a 2 at quarterback. That's what they're doing, in my opinion. Now, they may take Haskins. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking right now. And they're tanking. But in the long run, could this be good for the organization? Yes. I'm not quitting on this team because I'm a New York Giant fan. I'm not an Odell Beckham fan. I'm going to be going live in 10 minutes because I got to talk about this, but I wanted to get a video reaction up. As always, if you liked what you... This is a tough day. If you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, give me a thumbs up. Cheers.